Итак, всем доброго времени суток, уважаемые зрители, с вами alekszov, и мы продолжаем играть в Genshin, продолжаем проходить его, и сегодня мы с вами немножко пройдемся дальше по сюжету, но не продолжению Сумеру, хотя изначально планировал допройти его, но здесь нужно пройти сначала задание Казухи. А это я буду проходить, наверное, как-нибудь потом, в следующий раз. А сегодня мы с вами пройдемся по Кариберт. Да, сюжетке с Дейнслейфом. В целом, еще в планах до следующего обновления успеть пройти бы задание Легенд Нахиды. Потому что в следующем обновлении будет уже вторая глава ее квеста. И нужно бы успеть это все пройти. Потому что там будет и новый босс. Да. И я не хочу затягивать с ним, как я сделал со Скоромучей. Что уже сколько времени прошло, я только недавно начал его фармить. Поэтому этим нужно будет заняться. Кроме того, я, конечно, еще планировал бы пройти Дехью. Но не знаю, этим, наверное, займусь как-нибудь потом. Так, тут у нас какой-то ученый уже стоит.
Huh? Wait, you're that blonde traveler who's on a journey to all corners of Tevat, right?
Ну, не весь. Далеко не весь еще.
Who's asking? Do you need something from us?
You bet I do. I was worried I wouldn't be able to find you. I have a letter for you, you see. It's from another Outlander. He was a crafty fellow, let me tell you. Took advantage of a loophole in our mailing system by opting for guaranteed delivery, then filling in the most obscure mailing address I've ever seen.
Well, we aren't always on the road, so yeah, it's pretty tough to get mail to us unless we happen to go to the post office on a whim. So, what address did that person give you anyway?
He just wrote, next to a small, white-haired talking fairy.
Отлично, по-моему, сразу все понятно. Если видишь маленькую беловолосую фею, значит, рядом явно тот, кто тебе нужен.
What? So the address is Paimon?
Да. Привыкай, ты теперь не только еда, но еще и адрес моего проживания.
Yeah, exactly, right? And if I'd failed to deliver the letter, I'd have been bound by regulation to compensate him. Really, he got me good. I count myself very lucky that I ran into you here. Of course, here it is. All yours.
Come on, Paimon wants to have a look too.
Ага, это письмо от Кеи.
Kaya, huh? So he's here in Sumeru. Now that Paimon thinks about it, Crafty does describe him pretty well. From what he wrote in the letter, it looks like he didn't think there was much chance of it reaching us. Or maybe he's just being sneaky. Do you think he's making this sound like a miracle of fate so that we'd have to go meet up with him? Yeah, you're right. It's always nice to see old friends. The letter says that he hangs out at Jafar Tavern every afternoon. Perhaps we should drop in on him then, huh?
Кариберт. Без понятия, что значит это слово.
Kaya should be at Jafar Tavern right now. Let's go see him.
Ну, погнали. Так, это здесь.
And whether you take on the challenge is entirely up to you.
Отлично. Здорово.
I'll have something I haven't tried yet, boss.
Sorry, sir. I'm afraid you've already tried every type of liquor we serve.
Ясно, понятно, он здесь побухивает.
Oh? Well then, just the bill, please. It's just as well, I suppose. I do have other matters to attend to.
Kaya, you're really here! Paimon half thought you were playing some sort of prank on us.
Hey, Paimon, traveler. Looks like the gods smile upon me after all. And come now, I wouldn't joke about wanting to see my good friends.
Здесь нет подходящего ответа. Я не верю ему, и я не скучал. Ладно.
Wait a second. You must be here on official business, right? What do you think you're doing spending every afternoon drinking at the tavern? You itching for a lecture from Jean?
Not at all. The acting Grand Master positively terrifies me. Why would I ever do anything that might displease her? The truth is, I'm in Sumeru to learn about the alcohol industry here. So despite how it might look, I'm actually at Jafar Tavern for strictly business purposes.
Да-да, конечно.
Sumeru spices are famous the world over, and it's long been rumored that this fine establishment was where a certain very popular spiced cocktail was invented. That's why the Knights sent me, their foremost expert in alcoholic beverages, to come and see if it is as good as the rumors say.
Иди пизди кому-нибудь еще. Почему у тебя такая плохая текстурка на перчатках?
And how did that go?
So far, so good. I'm already in talks with some spice merchants in Port Ormos about some potential collaboration.
Yeah, that does sound like a great business opportunity. Guess Don Winery and Master Diluc are gonna make a tidy sum from this one too, huh?
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Whether this lucrative opportunity gets passed along to Don Winery or not depends on how nice I'm feeling.
Hey, using your job to settle personal grievances isn't very knightly, Captain!
Что вообще капитан, блин, кавалерии или кто он там, делает, блядь, в Сумеру? Хера с два я поверю, что он пришел сюда по поручению в изучении местного алкоголя. Это хуйня какая-то. Ты втираешь мне какую-то дичь.
Oh? What makes you say that? Very sharp of you. I wouldn't say I'm familiar, though. I just came here on the sly once, when I was very young.
And? Do continue.
Do I have to? When I said we could talk about the old times, digging up my past wasn't exactly what I had in mind. Well, all right, since you're so interested. Like I said, I was very young then. Don Winery had only just taken me in. I overheard my adoptive father talk about sending a team of merchants to Sumeru during a business meeting. I'm sure you'll agree that everyone's curious about their roots on some level. And my roots? They're in Conria, which is said to have been located deep underground, somewhere near Sumeru.
Вообще-то нет, она находится вообще в другом месте. Корня где-то находится выше Монштата, где-то куда-то туда, по-моему. Вроде бы. Не знаю точно, но почему-то мне кажется, что где-то там. Или где-то я это уже видел, или где-то слышал, читал. Не знаю, в общем, откуда у меня эта информация, но где-то уже такое было. Неважно.
And so I stowed myself away amidst the cargo, and silently joined the merchant delegation on their trip to Sumeru. But it wasn't long before the merchant delegation received news that I'd gone missing. Their leader promptly found me, and before I knew it, my adoptive father was dragging me back home by the ear. It was a short-lived adventure. Sorry I don't have a more thrilling story for you. Honestly, not much. The only reason I knew that Conria was near Sumeru is because I happened to read that in a book when I was young.
О, а вот и второй наш товарищ, блин. Ты-то что здесь делаешь? Подслушивать нехорошо вообще-то.
My life had less and less to do with Conria as I grew up, and so I started caring less as well. I used to believe that I had inherited some sort of duty from my father. But then I began to wonder. Maybe my father left me in the peaceful land of Mondstadt for no other reason than simply to give me a happier life. A happy life sounds good to me, of course, even if it means being cut off from... This is obviously all speculation. Simply put, I'm afraid that I'm not particularly in the know on this topic. These days, my surname, Alberich, is probably the only link to Conria that I have left.
One death afternoon, please, boss.
Полуденную смерть. Это намек?
Tell me, what do you know about the significance of that name, Alberich?
Альберих. Альберих, без понятия, что это.
Dainsleif?
Да, согласен, я сам в шоке, откуда он здесь. Он просто здесь материализовался и все.
Ah, you've decided to join us. I was wondering how long you planned on listening in. I believe I've seen you before in Mondstadt. Dainsleif, if I'm not mistaken.
So you remember me. Then we are already acquainted, Kaya Alberich, descendant of the Abyss Order's founder.
Ничего себе, даже так. Потомок основателя Ордена Бездны. Интересно.
Huh?
What?
I take it that you weren't aware of this until now, Kaya. Or you wouldn't have been so forthcoming with your surname.
Oh my. That's quite a lot of baggage for a surname, isn't it? Though I must say, it does confirm an old suspicion of mine. I suppose that was why my father left me in Mondstadt after all.
Если честно, я думаю, сейчас это мало имеет значения, какая у него там фамилия. Все равно мало кто будет знать, что она означает и кому она там принадлежала когда-то там.
I'm surprised that you take me at my word without the faintest hint of skepticism.
Well, perhaps what you told me just happens to answer some questions I carry in my memories. And in any case, I recognize your eyes. You're a pure-blood Conrian, aren't you?
Very clever.
В отличие от
Forgive me for
Кеи,
being direct,
у него не
but I
такие ярко
sincerely hope this new
выраженные
knowledge doesn't change anything.
звезды в глазах.
If you've already let go of your
Зрачки.
ties to the past, then keep it that way.
Kaya, you're not involved with the Abyss Order in any way, are you?
Hey, hold on now. This conversation has taken a rather sudden turn for the deadly serious. And I'm afraid that as someone from Mondstadt, I'm not accustomed to this sort of atmosphere. So what if I know my ancestry? Do I strike you as the type who would be bound by that kind of thing?
Ну, у него эти ромбики в глазах, ну такие, не такие ярко выраженные.
Relax. I'll be just as delighted to hunt down the Abyss Order tomorrow as I have always been. Either way, looks like we're out of time. I've got a spice merchant to meet in a minute, so I'll leave the three of you to carry on the conversation without me.
Well, alright then. You go do your thing, Kaya.
See you around. And Dainsleif, no need to listen in from the sidelines next time we meet. Let me buy you a drink.
You don't really trust him, do you, Dane? You're both from Conria, but you get on like oil and water.
Ну, начнем с того, что Дайнслейв чистокровный корняхец, а Кея лишь потомок. Причем не чистокровный, походу.
The fact is, I still do not know him well. It would be meaningless for me to jump to conclusions. But can a person truly be unaffected by their ancestry? This remains to be seen. Well, I suspect that they call your brother their prince, precisely because there is a succession of sorts.
Oh, so if he was the founder, he'd be the king, right?
I mean to investigate the Loom of Fate. Do you remember that name?
Плетение судьбы — это крутки, за которые я получаю персонажей. Ну или может не плетение, переплетение, неважно.
Yeah, the Abyss Order's evil plan! We learned about that back in Mondstadt.
А, нет, вот этого я вообще не помню. Если честно, когда это вообще было? Это первая встреча с Дейнслейфом. Это было... Я не знаю, по-моему, тогда еще Сумеру не вышло. Ой, Сумеру. Тогда еще и Надзума даже не вышло, по-моему. То есть это было очень давно. Я вообще уже не помню, что там было.
Not new. Not exactly. My memories suffer from erosion. But while I was recovering my health recently, I suddenly remembered something. Your brother. He mentioned the Loom of Fate back when we traveled together. Apparently so. I was also quite surprised when these memories tallied up. I recall that we were traveling to Sumeru when the matter was brought up.
So, you're going to the place that he mentioned back then?
Correct. At that time, they must have been introduced in one way or another to this concept. If I recall correctly, we were somewhere in Avidya Forest then.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go! Maybe we'll discover some secret that's lain hidden for hundreds of years!
No. Now is not the time. No, it's just... I'm still waiting for my drink.
Окей, хорошо.
Seriously?
Напиток — это важно. Он уже сделал заказ. Он дождется его. Окей, напиток мы дождались. Теперь идем в лес, в гущу леса. Так, ну здесь, я так понял, нам откроют больше подробностей про Кею.
Wait. This place, it's familiar.
What about it? It looks pretty normal to Paimon. Was it like this hundreds of years ago too?
Yes. The forest has barely changed from how I remember it. There is very little human activity here after all. Let's search the area and see what we can find.
Is this a field? It must belong to whoever owns that house over there. But it looks like it's been abandoned for a long time. You could be forgiven for thinking nothing was ever grown here. Or, wait, maybe nothing ever was grown here.
Вообще не выглядит заброшенным. С чего ты вообще взяла, что оно выглядит заброшенным? Если бы оно было заброшенным, то уже давно здесь поросло травой все. Я знаю, у меня есть огород. И поверь, там достаточно неделю не выходить, и там уже будет трава по колено. А если не выходить там все лето, там вообще в той траве можно будет потеряться, потому что она будет выше тебя. Так что это поле вообще не выглядит заброшенным. Ни разу.
It's an extinguished bonfire. Forest rangers, perhaps? Looks like it's been ages since it was last lit. And clearly they put it out carefully to prevent a forest fire, too. That's responsible.
Nothing else stands out in this area. All that's left is that building. Come on.
Wait, we're just gonna go barging in? What if someone's home?
Unlikely. There are no signs of life in this area. We should be able to enter without incident.
Вламываться в чужие дома — это нехорошо. Так делать
If you
нельзя.
say so. Well, you lead the way then, Dane.
Да из чего вообще они взяли, что здесь никто не живет? Вот здесь какие-то вскопанные грядки, что-то здесь как бы есть, может ничего не растет, но тем не менее, вот, пожалуйста, урожай. Оно не выглядит заброшенным вообще ни разу. У меня, блин, огород выглядит более заброшенным, чем здесь. Хотя я живу в доме.
So there really isn't anyone home. Ugh, this place is so dusty. Paimon bets no one's lived here in years.
Investigate carefully. We mustn't miss a single detail.
Если бы здесь давно никто не жил бы, здесь бы уже давно вот эта дверь сгнила бы. Это листья, они же сохнут быстро. Тут вообще все не сходится. Они говорят об одном, а по факту все выглядит совершенно не так, как должно быть выглядеть. Это неправильно.
This bed looks pretty ordinary. Huh. There's nothing underneath it either. What sort of person would want to live here? It's so dark and damp. Can't be all that comfortable.
Вообще не выглядит, что здесь темно. Здесь вполне себе светло. Даже очень. Насчет сырости не знаю.
Hey, look! It's a bowl! Guess whoever used to live here liked to cook, huh?
Can't you smell it? There's a heavy scent of medicinal herbs in here.
Oh, so it's a medicine bowl? Seems you're right. You've got a good nose on you, Dane. There's a box over here. Why don't we open it? And by we, Paimon means you. Paimon's just scared that whatever's inside might bite her fingertips off.
Да. Откусит. Вылезет там какая-нибудь чупакабра.
Huh? This is a mirror. It's broken too. Was this a makeup box? That's kinda disappointing. Paimon was hoping we'd uncover some super big secret, especially after Dane talked this place up. Doesn't look like there's anything else worth our attention here. You sure we're in the right place, Dane?
My memories are quite foggy, but my subconscious and instincts both assert that something once happened here. But we'll exhaust ourselves if we search aimlessly. I hear noises outside. Let's go and check.
Noises? Is it?
It's not much. Just some minor adversaries.
Monsters? Wow, Dane's ears are sharp, just like his nose. This is surprisingly good shape for a 500-year-old. Although for someone who's as full of surprises as Dane, it's hardly a big deal. Anyway, let's beat up these monsters!
I doubt that the appearance of those monsters was wholly random. There must be something nearby that attracted them. A ley line anomaly, perhaps. But it seems to be more than that.
Я не понимаю ход твоих мыслей. Вообще все это выглядит как-то максимально, не знаю, натянуто. Вся эта встреча, в принципе, какая-то слишком внезапная. Если честно, все вот эти догадки и вот это исследование здешней местности выглядит как какое-то СПГС на ровном месте. Просто стоит дом, рядом с домом огород. Здесь явно что-то происходит. Здесь явно что-то не так. И монстры не так вылезли, и огород заброшенный, и хата заброшена, и зеркало какое-то не такое. И все как-то не так, а значит это как-то связано с артериями земли. Или вообще же нечто большее. Это сплошной СПГС какой-то.
Okay. I'll go slightly further out to investigate any issues with the nearby ley lines. I might be a while. You should wait for me here.
What? You're going alone? You better not be trying to keep some secret from us.
Your suspicions are as banal as they are unwarranted. I merely think that this house should remain the focus of our investigation, and as such, someone ought to stay here and keep an eye on it. Not to mention that if even forest rangers are capable of investigating ley lines, I will be more than able to handle it alone.
Fair enough. Guess we'll just camp out here then. Good thing there's a fireplace over there. Let's make ourselves something to eat. All this running around has made Paimon real hungry.
Ладно.
Let's get it on!
Я не так долго разводил костер.
Your cooking is as good as ever. Even if there was no other reason, the food alone would be enough for Paimon to stick with you. Changing the subject, Dane's taking forever. He said that there might be an issue with the nearby ley lines. We came together, but now it's back to just being the two of us again. You know, now that Paimon mentions it, we really have spent lots and lots of time together, haven't we?
Слишком много.
So, don't take this the wrong way or anything, but, do you ever get tired of Paimon being around?
Да. Да. Нет. Я хочу ответить да. Нет, она меня заебала. Это Paimon.
Okay, fine. Paimon should have known you weren't gonna say anything nice.
Но я и не сказал ничего плохого, потому что такого варианта ответа не было.
So, next question. Don't know if it's okay to ask this, but Paimon's curious. What was it like traveling with your brother?
А я откуда знаю? Меня тогда не было.
The stars?
Ну, в плане того, что я тогда не участвовал в сюжете. Это было где-то за кадром.
Wow. Yeah, Paimon understands. Being separated without even knowing the reason why, it's just terrible.
Вопрос, а как мы вообще путешествовали по мирам во вселенной? Типа, вот хочу, полечу туда. Не хочу, не полечу.
But we'll find the truth together. Sure as Paimon's your guide. Just you wait, heavenly principles. And you too, Teyvat. You know what? We've talked too long about this sad stuff. Let's talk about something happy instead, 'cause if you're sad, Paimon will be too. Alright. It's getting dark, so why don't you rest? Paimon will take first watch. Don't worry, no monster's gonna come and eat you up.
Ой, боюсь, если дежурить будешь ты, то как раз таки съедят. Сначала тебя, а потом и меня.
Oh, come on! say that. Paimon just wants to look after you for once. Nighty-night. Go on, shoo. Off to...
Сейчас будут какие-то воспоминания?
Hey, time to wake up.
Нет.
The sun has risen.
Я думал, что так долго грузилось, что-то подгружается, сейчас будем по каким-то воспоминаниям бродить.
What a deep sleeper. You do know that we need to... Tear stains. You dreamed of your sibling last night, didn't you?
В смысле опять?
All right. Rest here a bit longer then. I'll head into the forest to investigate.
А Пайман съели. А меня нет. Да, там что-то шумело еще до того, как ты об этом сказала. Неужели Пайман от меня отстала? Наконец-то!
Halt! What do you think you're doing?
Аж говорил, здесь кто-то живет.
This place is not whatever you think it is. Nor should you be poking your nose into my business. Be gone!
Не выебывайся, ты кто такой вообще? И что это за наряд? Ты этот, каэрняхец? Да, там вроде зрачки треугольником. Да и в целом наряд такой. Не местный явно.
Your travel companion. You mean the one that was keeping watch
Да,
by your
это
side last
каэрняхец.
night?
У него зрачки ромбовидные. Это ты ее съел, признавайся. Оставил бы мне хоть кусочек.
Your companion departed for the forest early this morning. That much I saw with my own eyes.
Ты почему такой нервный? Он ёбнутый, с ним лучше не разговаривать.
What business is that of yours, hmm? All you need to know is that I claimed this place first, and what I do here is none of your concern. Do I make myself quite clear? Leave.
Ты чё такой грубый, бля?
Well, what are you waiting for?
Нет, я остаюсь здесь.
If you must, suit yourself.
Не, я не хочу с ним оставаться, он ёбнутый. Он явно ёбнутый, он как бы... Он поехавший.
I've been observing you, and you don't look like a forest ranger, nor someone from the academia.
У него паранойя,
Still.
что ли?
I'm warning you, no funny business. Promise me that, and you can do as you please. Okay, fine. Whatever. Just move aside. I'm heading in. You... Oh, go on then. Have it your way. I knew I wasn't going to be able to hide this anyway. Just come in. But no overreacting to anything you see in here, okay? You come on then.
Это домашний хиличурл. Все нормально.
Mind your own business. Don't worry. He isn't aggressive. How could he be? He was too young for anything like that.
Где он был вчера, когда мы заходили в дом?
So don't you lay a finger on him. Just find yourself a corner to rest if you're tired or cold. Huh? You know Conria? Who are you? Exactly. And how do you know I'm from Conria?
Я тоже из Каэрни. Твоя одежда, твои глаза. Мой цветок на волосах ты должен как бы узнать тоже. Он же ж только в Каэрниях растет.
Do you worship a god, traveler?
Ну, врагов у меня вроде бы нету среди божеств. Ну, кроме одного, который нас отправил на эту бренную землю. А вот друзья есть.
Sounds like you've had an eventful life. All right, well, my name is Ida, and you are correct. I was once Conrian. Oh, I apologize for my earlier hostility, but you must understand, as far as I'm concerned, humans who do not worship the Seven are nigh extinct. And all who place faith in the gods are my enemies. That may be. But the fact is that chances to talk to people like yourself have been few and far between since the cataclysm. This wretched curse of immortality. Who knows how long I must continue to suffer like this.
Ты тоже проклят бессмертием. Слышь, отсыпь мне тоже бессмертие, а? Пожалуйста, немножко так, чуть-чуть совсем. Хотя ты пиздец какой параноик и невменяемый, но да ладно. В целом, учитывая возраст, это можно понять.
The curse. It was a little gift given to the people of Conria by those vile gods. We lost our home, our loved ones, everything. The agony of the cataclysm itself was already too much to bear, but then came the curse, robbing us any chance of release. All we can do is watch helplessly as our souls erode and our bodies decay.
Кстати говоря, почему у тебя часть лица не закрыта? Ты какой-то слишком внешне нормальный. Ну, то бишь, там, по идее, на тебе тоже должно быть какое-то проклятие сказываться. Вон у Кей даже глаз один закрыт. Да. У Дейнслейфа пол лица закрыто. А у тебя с лицом все в порядке. Как так-то? Подозрительно.
Because, although Conria began with a single bloodline, it was a home to others too. Any who forsook their gods and came to Conria were welcomed as our fellow citizens. When the cataclysm came, we pure-blood Conrians were declared the greater sinners. Upon us the gods placed the curse of immortality.
То есть чистокровные каэрниахцы бессмертны, а все остальные превратились в хиличурлов.
But those whose ancestry belonged to the domains of other gods were punished with the curse of the wilderness as they fled, turning them into monsters.
А почему тогда вас, чистокровных каэрниахцев, так мало? Ну, то бишь, ты, Дейнслейв, ну и получается Кея, раз он в хиличурла не превратился. Хотя, судя по глазам, он, по идее, не чистокровный. Не знаю.
He is Karibert, my illegitimate son.
Вот, если это его сын, он превратился в хиличурла. Значит, Кея все-таки чистокровный, получается.
How times have changed. I can say that out loud with no consequence now, but it was once a matter of unspeakable shame. I was a noble of Conria. I resented the life that my family had arranged for me. Then, one day, I met a beautiful woman amongst the people. Her roots were in Mondstadt, but that mattered not to me. Karibert faced great hardship from the very moment of his birth, all due to my selfish desires, and I was never able to be there by his side for any of it. After all that, he turned into a hilichurl right before my very eyes. I always owed him much, and now at least I can finally be close to him. She was. We were separated. I do not wish to dwell on it. It could be worse. I suffer the pain of loss because I once had everything I could wish for. And now that I have lost almost everything, the little that remains I see with new clarity. If nothing else, at least I still have Karibert. Yes, that reminds me. I only returned here to check on Karibert, but I do have other things I wish to do.
Вообще, мне почему-то кажется, что этот каэрниахец какой-то, не знаю, какой-то глюк мой. Потому что, когда мы заходили сюда вчера, либо это продолжение сна. Потому что, когда мы заходили сюда вчера, хиличурла здесь не было никакого. И мужика никакого не было. Да и вообще говорили, что ой, как здесь все заброшено. А теперь здесь уже хиличурл валяется на кровати. И мужик какой-то. Мне кажется, он галюнчик какой-то мой. Потому что мы как-то и слишком сложно просыпались этим утром. И Пайман рядом с нами нету. Ну, то бишь, явно все указывает на то, что это нереально. Кстати говоря. Ага. И карта нам недоступна. Ладно. И костра нету. А, нет, костер есть, ладно.
Over here.
А вот стола вроде не было.
I'm sure you're wondering why I brought Karibert here to Sumeru. Well, it's because he needs a medicine that can only be made here. One which will help him to recover his clarity of mind. I do not hope to break the curse. I am well aware of my powerlessness against the punishment of the gods. But it is said that this medicine is imbued with the power of Sumeru's god of wisdom and can awaken the mind from a state of deep stupor. It has been used in the past to treat cases of mania. I believe that it might just work. I read about it in a book. From the Royal Library of Conria. It was banned.
Пиздец, он ёбнутый.
Since
Он
this
меня
medicine
напрягает.
requires the power of the seven to work. In my youth, I disliked the life of nobility and craved excitement. I was leafing through some forbidden text and happened upon it. What other choice do I have? The gods have already punished us. What does one more sin matter now? Never mind. As long as you understand. I'm sorry. I struggle to take control of my mood sometimes. Perhaps a consequence of having lived too long. As it happens, I am in dire need of some help to make this medicine. My hands don't have the dexterity they once did. I fear they may be decaying from within. Okay. To start with, take this ingredient.
Так, какой-то необычный красный гриб.
Also, do you have any of Sumeru's regional specialties on hand? I believe they're called Kalpalata lotuses and Sumeru roses.
Нам он сразу показали, где их взять можно. Оно здесь всегда было, потому что я что-то как-то не помню этого кустика.
Oh, wonderful! Oh, in that case, we have everything we need. This is the method for making the medicine. You just need to follow the steps.
Ну ладно, давай попробуем. А это что такое? А, это то, что мы сделаем. Окей, давай.
Is it done? Oh, splendid. Let me see. In all honesty, I do not know what the end product is supposed to look like. Well, the moment has finally arrived. Curses. No! We need to perform one final step to complete. I said before that this medicine relies on the power of the God of Wisdom for its which means we must pay a visit to a statue of the Seven. Let's go. Bring the medicine with you.
Ну давай. Хотя, по идее, я же обладаю как бы силой Дендра. То есть во мне есть частица силы Дендра Архонта. Можно было попробовать ей воспользоваться.
Look at this statue. How can I bow before this thing? God of Wisdom! Look at me! I will utter no prayer, nor will I sing your praises. You and your kind destroyed my home, wrought unfathomable suffering on my compatriots, yet here I stand before you. You cannot mock me more than fate itself already has. God of Wisdom, I seek not to disavow myself of the sinful blood that flows through my veins. I wish only to beseech you to have my son, Karibert. He was turned into a monster before he had the chance to witness anything beautiful in this world. This is no fate for a child.
Блин, как это актуально звучит. Да. И грустно.
If everything the gods have done was in order to have the impious people of Conry about, then I bow to you now. I have given up all I ever stood for. All I ask is for a tiny miracle. For Karibert to see this world once more. Please, God! I have made quite enough of a fool of myself for one day.
Нет, боюсь, уже ничего не наладится. Вся территория закрыта. Карта не работает, нам доступен лишь маленький клочок территории. Мы явно в каком-то чесне находимся или еще где. Возможно, это лишь галлюцинация.
Karibert? Well, we've prepared the medicine. Karibert, it's me. It's your father. Karibert. Karibert, please say something. I'm sorry I couldn't be at your side when you were born. And that I I failed to reach you and Mama in time when you both were suffering.
Кстати говоря, женских версий хиличурлов нету. Все хиличурлы пацаны. Вроде как. То есть все вот эти шаманочурлы, хиличурлы, маточурлы и прочие чурлы, они все ж мужского пола. Где женщины? Их проклятие не тронуло, что ли? Или где они? Куда они делись?
But I'm here now. Papa's been by your side all these years. I've never left you, not once. Are you still angry with me, Karibert? I know you're awake now. Do you not want to talk to me? I'm so sorry, Karibert. Forgive me. Please, say something, anything. Please. Please. Oh, gods above! What more do you want from me? You took everything from here, and I still bowed to you. I'd give you my very life if only you cared to take it. But you won't even let me die. I knew it. I should never have trusted anything that had to do with the gods. The gods of this world have never stood with humanity, not even for a moment. Other reasons. What do you mean? Huh. You really think so? Give up? No, never. And yes, you're right. I cannot let myself wallow in despair. Even if I must stay here with him for 50 years, 100, what difference does it make? I do not lack for time. Let's go. We'll make another dose. The most crucial ingredient in this medicine is the unusual mushroom, which makes things I grow them in that field. The details don't matter, right? Curb your curiosity and just do as I instruct. If you truly wish to help me, there is a waterfall near the statue I prayed at. I need you to collect some water from there around 2 in the afternoon. I'll be here watching Karibert. Once you're back, I will make some fertilizer for the mushroom. Good. Then please head over when the time comes.
Окей. Давай сходим за водой. Вообще он ведет себя так, как будто он сам эти грибы употребляет. У него явно кукуха поехала, а он остался. И почему именно в 2 часа дня? Здесь типа вода свежее становится в 2 часа дня.
Ah, you're back. Karibert's condition is stable. By which I mean he still... Anyway, give me the water. I need you to stand guard here for a while. Whatever you do, don't let any forest rangers approach the house. Understand? Ah, good. I'll be back soon. The fertilizer won't take but...
Их привлекают грибы.
My apology.
Solidify!
Yeah. 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 Take flight. Yeah.
Gather!
Whirling snow.
What happened? Was it monsters? Oh, thank goodness you were here. I couldn't have taken them on. Oh, yes, I've got the fertilizer. The effects can take some time to kick in, so... Next, we pick the mushrooms and repeat the same steps as before to make another dose. I trust you still remember the method.
Что это за такое волшебное удобрение, которое за секунду взращивает грибы?
Oh, sorry. I just, after resting in this field for a while, I have been so very wary for many years. If only I could fall asleep here in this field and never wake up again. I do indeed. That's why it was just a fleeting thought. Thank you for your help once again.
Мне кажется, эффект не изменится.
We're here. Let's begin. Wait a moment. Hey, what was that? Caribert?
Нет, у него нет повязки на руке, это другой Хильчуру.
Oh no, he must have left while we were too busy preparing the medicine to notice. Come on, we have to catch up with him.
Кариберт, стой! Да ладно. Положи. А займемся мы этим в следующей серии. А пока что всем спасибо за просмотр. Подписывайтесь, ставьте лайки, комментируйте. И всем удачи, всем пока. До новых встреч. В следующей серии продолжим наше небольшое приключение. Ну, пока что... С одной стороны интересно, а с другой стороны... Что-то здесь не так. Ну да ладно, посмотрим, к чему это приведет. Все, всем удачи, всем пока.